past decade has brought big changes for the music industry. Digital downloads give music fans the option to buy songs individually instead of buying the entire album. But as Mark Barger shows us in tonight's segment 2, it's now having a ripple effect on the entire industry.
For years, Michael Jackson's Thriller, the Eagles' greatest hits have been running 1-2 in all-time album sales. Officially these days, they're tied.
The numbers are pretty staggering when you start to get into the high 20 millions.
But numbers like that may be a thing of the past. Album sales overall have dropped more than 50% over the past decade.
If you go and you ask the typical person how they listen to music, it's on their iPod or it's on their computer, and it's a playlist that they've made, and so it's not an album.
Back in December of 2000, 45 million albums sold in 1 week. During 1 week last month, just under 5 million albums sold. Billboard magazine reports that's the lowest figure in at least 16 years, and possibly ever.
Artists are more and more getting their minds around the fact that the traditional album as an art form may not exist very much longer.
Individual songs are now driving the music industry. Nielsen SoundScan reports more than 500 million individual song downloads so far this year.
If it turns into a more singles kind of industry, then that's okay too, but I'm glad I was in it when it was more the old model.
For artists like Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks and Sheryl Crow, the singles business is changing the album business.
It's really about, let's get a hit, and if it doesn't happen, let's move on to the next album.
In the case of pop sensation Justin Bieber, that meant less than 6 months between his 2 chart-topping albums, but each one had fewer songs than usual.
Part of this is because retailers like Walmart don't want to sell music for anything more than $10 a pop.
But even at that price, albums are proving to be a pop fewer and fewer consumers are willing to make. Mark Barger, NBC News.
According to Nielsen SoundScan, sales of vinyl albums and CDs were down 8.5%.